Matt, got to start with last weekend because obviously that's sort of the environment in which you come into this week with. I imagine it's a pretty angry group, the Gloucester squad at the moment.
Yeah, it was a bit of frustration. Obviously, over the weekend, we put ourselves in an unbelievably good position to win that game, and to lose it in such a manner was really hard to take. But it's professional sport, so you've got to park that disappointment and come in on a Monday morning with the attitude to get better. And you can't really let that frustration override your thought process coming into the next game, because it's going to be a massive challenge against Worcester, and it's a quick turnaround. So we're firmly focused on getting a win this week.
And as someone who's sort of fairly new to the club still, how is that sort of process happening in terms of how you've known it happen elsewhere?
Yeah, I mean it's the same anywhere. It's always difficult to take a defeat when you've been so dominant for a long period of the game. But as I say, that's professional sport, and these things do happen. We've just got to make sure that it doesn't happen again to us. We've got to try and take the positives from the game. We took, for 50 minutes of the game, I thought we played some outstanding rugby, and I think if we can attack like that for the remainder of the game and remainder of the season, we'll score tries against teams. I think the capitulation in the second half was, a mental thing as well. So we've got to address that when things are starting to go wrong, just to bring us back into the moment and remember our process, not thinking about the outcome of the game.
Yeah, that first 43 minutes exceptional to score 4 tries against Leicester. 2 of them yours. How pleased were you to get a brace of tries?
Yeah, I was delighted, and at half time, I thought things were going really well for my first game, and just Kingsholm's an unbelievably amazing place to play rugby, and it was my first real experience of Kingsholm on a Premiership night. I loved every minute of it, even at the end of the game. It was, I was obviously disappointed, but just to play in front of that passionate home support, I thought was unbelievable. So it really sort of affirmed to me one of the reasons why I moved down here was to play rugby on nights like that. So I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I hope we can give them a win next time we're out there.
Obviously this Friday away to Worcester, something of a local derby, so you'd imagine good numbers of supporters going up the M5.
Definitely, and I'm sure the Gloucester support will be just as strong up in Worcester, not far up the road. As you say, West Country derby, my first experience of that. Really looking forward to it. It's a very tough place to go and win, as Gloucester have experienced over the years. So we're under no illusion about how difficult it's going to be. But we've just been sort of focusing on ourselves and what we did well in that Leicester game, and trying to improve the points that we need to work on from the second half.
Obviously the backs far more clinical than they were last season. How easy has it been to fit into that as a unit, as the new boy in that unit?
I found it pretty easy. I think everyone has really helped me settle in, and the shape that Laurie's been implementing from this season is sort of a new shape in terms of our attack. We hadn't run that in previous years, and I think it suits the outside backs, especially in the back rowers. We get our hands on the ball in space, which is great. You want to give guys like Ross, Moriarty and Kev space in those outside channels, because they're back rows that can offload, they can pass, and then you've got great finishers on the wing as well. And obviously for us centres, it's great to be able to link up with these guys, and obviously at the weekend I managed to get a couple of offloads from the back rowers to score. So I think our attacking shape sort of lends itself to that kind of rugby, which is great for me. I'm enjoying it.
And just obviously you'd like to carry that sort of style into this weekend, but is it just sort of a case of actually needing a win more than the performance and the style, but just needing the result?
Yeah, I think it's the old saying, if we perform well, the result will come. And it's going to be an attritional game at Worcester, as it usually is over the years. But I think if we play our game, our attacking shape, with a few tinkers here and there for taking account of what Worcester do, then we will be able to score tries, hopefully, and create opportunities. But as you say, a win is very important for us, and I think it's important for us to bounce back after last weekend. We got 2 points from the Leicester game. Could have been 5, but 2 points, and then if we win this week, we're back on track. So that's really our main focus.